Today on Wolf Pack Weekdays, it is a brand new story time. Welcome back to Wolf Pack Weekdays. Like I said, today is a brand new story time. So we're going to be diving into it right away. Basically, this story is about D&D. Hence, the D&D hat and the D&D shirt. But, basically, guys, this is a story about when I first started playing D&D years and years ago. I kept things very simple. I never really splashed any personality into characters like I do now. But I always played fighters, which, if you don't know, just to fill people in who don't know a lot about D&D as I go, I'm going to do that. It's basically knights. Guys who wear heavy armor, use two-handed swords or a sword and shield, and are kind of like the tank. So I would play those characters, and this one in particular was the first one I ever actually put some personality into. His name was Deadparentus. His parents were murdered at a very young age in front of him. He was Batman. There's no reason to hide it. He was Batman. I made a Batman character named Deadparentus. He was a fighter. He used a two-handed sword. And there was this moment where his stupidity, because he wasn't the brightest man, came in handy for once. We were traveling through a dungeon, and our rogue was checking a bunch of doors because we had run into a bunch of hags. And hags are basically, to simplify it, Medusa. That's how they were explained to me. After reading in, that wasn't quite right, but the way the DM played hags were that they were basically Medusa. You look them in the eye, you die. Like that, you're dead. You know, hi, you're dead. That quick. So, we're basically dodging Medusas the entire time. And we keep killing them, and the rogue keeps doing his job, checking for traps, making sure the doors are safe to travel through, and he gets to this one door, and he rolls a 1. The DM, instead of letting the rogue die, because we needed him for the rest of the dungeon, decided to mix things up, and say to the rest of the party that there's obviously something behind this door, but you don't know that, and you're going to try to open it. So he puts a forced action onto our rogue, and he gave us a few seconds to decide what to do. Well, I decided to do this, and I'm going to tell it in the way the character did it. My character, he decides, well, that's not going to happen. So, being dumb, and even though he knows there's a hag waiting to kill him, he runs up to the door, pushes the rogue out of the way, kicks the door down with his two-handed sword, and swings downward like this with his eyes closed while screaming, "My parents are dead!" But not just screaming, "My parents are dead." He screamed it like Batman from The Dark Knight. So this big, like 6'7" human just kicks down a door, swings his sword, screaming, "My parents are dead!" like Batman. And I rolled and got a 20. The DM looks at me and goes, "You got a nat 20? Okay, so the only way you could have survived this is if you hit a 20. And you did. So I didn't just hurt the hag or injure the hag or wound the hag or anything like that. I cut that hag into 2 pieces. And we kind of continued. And, you know, my character's very stupid. So the next door comes up. We know there's a hag behind it. It's been a pattern. It's kind of a running joke at this point. The rogue checks it. We know there's a hag. And JT, our DM, looks at me and goes, "Roll." I rolled. I got like a 6. He's like, "You run to the door and try to do the same thing you did before because you think it's a great idea." I died. I was killed. I looked the hag right in the eye and went, "I'm dead," and died. And that was the end of Deadparentus. So that was our story, guys. Obviously, not something that's like the Pikachu story I told before, which will be in the end card for you guys to watch if you want to. But it's something that I really enjoy and has become almost synonymous with my D&D over the years with all my friends and stuff, is that Deadparentus was a thing and Slimy Doom was a thing. So if you guys like this, I'll tell you guys the Slimy Doom story, which is very funny. And I have plenty of D&D stories. So if you guys like hearing some D&D stuff, I will continue to do it in the story times. I'm obviously going to keep doing life stories too. I just wanted to kind of put this out there as like more of an idea, like, hey, do you guys like D&D stories? Because I'll do these. Do you like game stories? I'll do those. you know, funny things that have happened to me through games, you know, or glitches or who knows what. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and let me know in the comments what you think. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for more. If you have any suggestions for the show, use the hashtag WPW down in the comments or on Twitter, and your ideas might just get featured on the show. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. And if you have any art that you want to present to me, you can send it to my email or my Twitter with whatever you want your name to be on the end card, because this week, and this is the final one, is Turn to Page 394, and her art was awesome, so it was up there for a week. I'll probably bring it back when I don't have art to put up, and that's probably what's going to happen to your guys' art too. So if you have any you want to send in, I'm willing to look at it. Even if you don't think it's good or you don't think it's great, I'm probably still going to use it because it's your guys' art. It's Wolf Pack art, which is awesome. So yeah, that's it. Love you guys.